Happy Sunday. It doesn't even feel like a Sunday for me, but happy Sunday. I just wanted to share about, and I'm talking kind of low, but I'm at my family's house. I just had my mom turn on Ancient Apocalypse because it is so good. I'm on episode 5 right now. There are only eight episodes altogether on the first season, and that was a little sad, but it's so good, and it's so many, like, when you watch different things, hey, I thought about you the other day, and I thought about you singing, it was a song, I want to say, it's on Netflix, but it was a song you used to sing in high school by Beyonce. I remember I wasn't, like, in the crowd of people that you were singing to, but I heard you, and I don't know what, I was talking to Miss Valentine the other day, and I mentioned your name, and I was like, that made me think about that, but I thought about that. Anyway, Ancient Apocalypse is so good. Hey, happy Sunday. Because there's this man, he's a journalist, he's not an archaeologist, and he's very clear about that. He's not an archaeologist, but, yep, listen, exactly. I remember you sing, like, I have a memory of you singing that song. Anytime your name pops up or I think about you, that's what I think about, because you commanded the song. You're so powerful, like, your voice is powerful anyway. But did you turn it up? You turned the volume up. Oh, I was about to say, you said I wasn't distracting you. You don't turn it down. I just thought I was in the way. But first of all, how they recorded it, like, even that, it's like, it's very cinematic the way that he does this docuseries, which is, I'm so for real. Like, that's like, I really hope that, no, seriously, thank you for sharing your gift, because you really have a gift. And it's so powerful, you know? Everybody can't sing that song, just like everybody can't sing a Whitney Houston song. Ugh. But it's so good. And if you've ever watched Avatar, if you've ever watched Avatar, the Nickelodeon version, the cartoon version, there's so many elements. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. Elements in that. I'm trying to think of elephants. Just like when when they go to the temple. And I hope you're doing well. Another person super talented, but when they go to the temple in Avatar, and what's the brother's name? I can't think of his name, but they turn the thing to find out about Zolzan's comet, and even like when they go to that one temple, finally, when it's, you know, when they go in the library and they find that room and they turn the time, whatever, and they realize it's a calendar. Well, this is what I was thinking about when I was watching this the other night, because they were like, they have these temples all over the place, and with the temples all over, they realize that there are, like, what do you call those, not bunkers, but you can call them bunkers, but like chambers and things under the temples. And so what's on the surface, like, so good, yes, I love when people get it, but there's so much more under the surface. Just like when you look at somebody, because of preconceived notions, because of whatever prior knowledge you may have, which may be completely unfounded, because you think this thing about a person or this people. I remember in college, my first year, I had a suite. My suite mates were both Chinese specifically, and they taught us different things about them, like the Chinese calendar, the Chinese New Year. Their calendar goes by the lunar phases and cycle and everything. But we learned about different things that we didn't know about. There was a anthropology class I took a long time ago, not a long time ago, but years ago, and in that class we learned about some culture. I don't know which one it is, but some culture, when someone, like a loved one, transitions, they eat the body. And growing up, I would have been like, oh my God, they're savages, blah, blah, blah. But they're not. Hey, happy Sunday. They're not savages. That's just what they do. That's a part of their culture. So I think things like anthropology and learning about people and talking to people and understanding, coming from a space of understanding and not being egotistical, like I have the patent on how things are supposed to be or what culture looks like or what's right and what's wrong. Anyhow, this docuseries is so good, because they're showing, like, different places. They went to Egypt, they went to Indonesia, they went to Mexico, and they're seeing all these temples. Then the people tried to make it seem like, oh, they were calling him a pseudo-archaeologist, like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, whatever, and things like that, because a lot of the things that have been accepted and that we understand to be true, or we understand, we have our concept of understanding is rooted in something that is not completely wrong, but it's so much more depth to it. And it's just like with people, like when you look under the surface and everything. And so anyhow, it's so good, because that's why I studied sociology. Exactly, those things are so cool, because when you have an understanding, it's like everybody has a piece of the puzzle. Just like my little cousin, she had me watching this movie called Raya. Isn't that movie called Raya that Cam had us watching? Raya, with the dragons and all, and everybody like tried to take a piece of like this crystal or whatever it is, and it's a little cartoon on Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're westernized. Yeah, but it's a choice. Now people are starting to realize things. The Last Dragon, exactly. And so it was her calling and her purpose and her sole mission to bring those people back together in harmony, though, you know. And it's just like with this, like they're finding all these temples in different places, and they said that they were all in certain spaces and aligned. Yeah, it's so good. Like my little cousin Cam, she be putting me on the best movies. And she'll get on a movie, honey. She watched that thing so many times. But anyway, he's finding all these temples. Exactly. On Threads, how I love the fact that so many people in my generation, like it's such a norm for people to go to different countries and continents and get their passport, and I love that. I gotta watch the series. It's on Netflix. The guy's name is Graham Hancock, but it's so good, and I'm on episode 5. I was watching it last night past my bedtime, watching it because it's so good. But he goes to different temples and he's finding hey Ziegler, but he goes to different temples and he's finding like rediscovering like these chambers that are under the temples, and going different places. He's realizing the placement of them. Oh, it's so good. He realizes the placement of it. I know, but I'm so sad because I'm like, it's gonna end. But he talks to like different people, scholars and things in these different places, and they find like these chambers under them. But then as they keep digging, they like, oh, they said that this civilization started in, for example, 500 BC, or this happened in blah 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 AD or whatever. And they're realizing in all these temples, the commonality in all of these different continents and temples and cultures and everything. There's a mythical story, a folklore story and everything that explains different things. But the timelines are different. So if your timeline is different, it's just like back in 2012 when people thought the world was going to end. And then I think it was like last year or the year before. Maybe this was 2020 actually, or 2021. I don't know. I don't remember. But I know, right? But I thought about you the other day too, Ziegler. And you know, I thought about you. I was like, well, I'll talk to you about it. But it's so good because it's like the times are off. It was a time I was writing because I love writing. I love learning. I love like just so many different things. But did you turn it up?
I just turned it all the way down to 60, and I just turned it up.
Oh, I was about to say if I'm distracting, I can move. Oh, okay. Because I'm like
I was like I turned it down a little bit too much.
Because if somebody was doing this, I would be looking at them like, you see me watching this, why are you talking? And look, any other time when my dad be talking and stuff, y'all be mad, but I can talk over here, you okay?
His voice really cute.
Look, he be 5 and let me say this is in, and y'all be looking, getting Auntie Monet to tell him to be quiet. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, hey, happy Sunday. But so it was a time like I was writing this blog and everything, and what made me think of this one, and it's on there, you can look at my the link in my bio, but if you're interested. But my little cousin, I used to read her I used to come home and read her a book every day. She would ask me to read her a book, and so there was one where it like showed different things, and a baby, you're introducing a baby to concepts and thoughts and names of things, and that starts to form like their understanding of the world, their concept of the world, even how you approach thought, which is why I think like when people have these paradigm shifts, it can be such a beautiful thing because while still being grounded or whatever, and not just what is it called when you Tara, what is that called when like you denounce, like not denouncing everything that you knew before, but just allowing yourself to expand and your mind to be open enough to receiving, like, I'll okay, I gotta say this too. So if you've watched the newest Planet of the Apes, I've seen that movie so many times, and then my mom bought it on Amazon Prime Video, but then they just made it for free on Hulu after she bought it for $20. But anyway, it's so good. And in one of the scenes of the movie, Noah in the movie, he's feels defeated and everything, and the clan, like they took his clan And the girl that he liked was like, we had no choice. One of the elders, that led the community, one of the elders bowed. So they had to go. They had no other choice because that's the law. And so he felt so defeated. And then he told her, maybe the law is wrong. He said the elders didn't know everything and don't know everything. And some of it they did not want to know, because sometimes when you know something and you have a paradigm shift in a certain way, sometimes it's like knowing certain information. At times, I know when I started learning a lot of different things that I had never knew about before, it was even in my universe whatsoever, it could be very daunting. And for a minute I would be trying to tell so many people, like, we gotta wake up and we gotta do such and such. And I was reading laws and books and watching lectures and ordering so many books and reading multiple books at a time and studying for hours every day and watching documentaries and just learning overload. I was overloading myself because I'm like, oh my God, there's so much I don't know. I gotta learn all these things. And then I like learning too. And then I would learn about one thing, but then you gotta, to really grasp something, you gotta learn. What is that? Why does it smell like something's burning? What you doing? Is that pot? That is. What's that smoke then? You don't see that smoke? Huh? But it's smoking like something is like not right. Yeah, that don't smell like cooking smoke. That smells like burning smoke. I didn't mean to sound like that, but I'm just like, what's going on now? Now look, don't act like this family ain't had a situation, so y'all better be glad somebody's smelling it and saying something. But anyway, you gotta pay attention because this is so good. That is so cool. It looks so cool too. And I said it like that though because he was walking in here all casually, and I'm thinking, I'm looking at smoke. Like, go turn around. Anyway, So in Planet of the Apes, he feels all defeated, and then he finds something, and we'll try not to give it away just in case people haven't seen it, but he like hits his hand down on something. Happy Sunday. He hits his hand down on something, and he comes across something that kind of reinvigorates his spirit and everything, and following through on this mission. And he says, wow, the ancestors, he's like, but the law is wrong. And sometimes what you consider law may not be right. Something that you always went by, some people even say that about themselves. Oh, I'm just that way. Well, maybe that way is wrong. Maybe, and maybe not wrong. Maybe there could be some refinement. Maybe there could be some expansion, But anyway, he says the law is wrong. Well, just like with all these things, I was reading this book. Hey, Lord have mercy, happy Sunday. But when I was reading my little cousin this book years ago, and it had like pictures and things, and it had a picture of a strawberry, and then I ended up like learning about how actual strawberries look. They're much smaller, but in our brain, how we approach, even when you say strawberry, what you think about, same thing, cognitive dissonance. When you think about if somebody says like Jesus, sometimes you're going to think, so often, so many people are going to think about this white dude with a beard, with a white robe and sandals and all this kind of stuff with long brown hair. Imagery and labels and all those things, just approach to thought. If someone can direct, dictate, influence, shape your approach to how you think about something, as simple like that's a lot. So in this show on Netflix, he's talking about how they've excavated different areas and different things, and they're finding, oh, you guys just thought it was this, and you just made it seem like, oh, that thing over there, they just like, it's minuscule, don't worry about that, that's nothing, all these things. And then they're realizing, hey, happy Sunday, they're realizing that there's so much more in these temples. They're finding chambers below it, they're finding different things below it where it's like ritualistic or ceremonial, for ceremonial purposes, spiritual, energetic purposes. But they're also realizing that a lot of these ones, sometimes there's like in one place, like for instance in I think it said one in Turkey, it might have been different places, but they had like a series of these temples built because and they were confused, like, okay, he was like, well, why are there different ones? If they're saying that this through line between all of these different continents, different cultures, different languages, different people, different longitude and latitudes, different spaces between all of these, the commonality is that they are in alignment with Sirius, with the star Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. And this lady said, I forget which country this was or continent this was on, but one of the ladies he spoke to that may have been an archaeologist, if I'm not mistaken, she was like, Sirius is 2 times brighter than the second brightest star. It's 2 times brighter than the second brightest star alone. And so with all of that, he was saying that they use the sky as like time markers and all these things. Like but it's so beautiful and it's so special, and it's so good. It's so good. But he was like, if they were saying, oh, the ice age happened at this time, even think about like nowadays. Ronald, get some plates and some cups too. I can see your money if you need, but well, my phone's about to be on 10%. Well, I guess I can go. Where are you going though? Where you? I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I don't feel like you gonna.
Outside right now. Just go.
Oh, okay. I got a minute.
You can go pee in there.
I mean, that's all I gotta do. But I didn't know if you was like, I'm trying to really.
Oh no, you can't come because you gotta.
Well, look, every time. Yeah, look, every time.
So y'all, you got this filter on, and
I know.
let me see how I'm coming to light one time.
It was really good over there. Look, the filter. But love you. But look, no, you were so funny. Every time she want to go somewhere, she always got to use the bathroom. I'd be like, you always gotta go pee. I'd be like irritated. Grandma be the same way, but I gotta do the same thing. But anyway, I should have just took the filter off because over there it came off, and it's like when the filter come off, you be like, oh well, y'all know what it is. But anyway, and I was on here the other day when one anyway. But dang, you made me lose my train of thought. I should kick you.
Go to the bathroom. I'll take over your life.
It's on 10%. Had to plug it up.
How y'all doing? Plug it up. Where?
Over here. It's over there.
Bria, just go to the bathroom. Hurry up, Bria. Okay, hurry up, Bria. Thank you, Auntie. How y'all doing, y'all? Let me take this filter off. Bria got this filter on me. But I don't know what she was out here telling y'all. But if y'all haven't already, I just dropped a YouTube video. Y'all can go watch that. Yeah. Y'all can go do that. Everybody that's in here, what's up with y'all? She was talking about the ancient apocalypse. Okay, let's talk about that. The ancient apocalypse. Let's see what I know about that. I don't know too much about that, y'all. Can't lie. I leave that up to Bria, and she give me the knowledge. Here she coming, y'all. I think she coming. She what? I think. There she goes.
Yeah. You got the 12.
I don't know. I was keeping them.
Okay, but oh, you took it off? I didn't know you could take it off on there. That's so crazy. I thought if you was on one, but anyway, so if time is, oh, that's what I was saying. A lot of people now are learning about like birth charts and everything, and the time that you were born, literally the place, the time, all those things. You might as well help me take this stuff down there since I'm already. But we can take some of it down now, so we're not taking everything.
I gotta cook.
You cook one time once a year, and now I gotta cook. I'm acting like I'm about to lock the door. I ain't even think about that. Grandma, can you lock the door?
Yeah.
Thank you. You need something else from the store?
Some of your stuff down.
See, he just like, I'm trying to cook, but I'm gonna get it before we leave anyway, because he gotta take them trashes out anyway. Boy. But thank you. But anyway, so think about your birth chart, like how important your birth chart is, your year. You know what I'm saying? Like the year that you were born. And he was saying how if that's wrong, like what else could be wrong? Just like with strawberries, you think it looks this way, but it looks completely different. You know, how many times have you thought you knew who somebody was or whatever because of something on the surface, and then you find out that there's so much more to it? Did you see my face the whole time? I'm just staring at you like, if you don't look. It's just really. My dad be doing that. In this hot garage, he do the same thing. We be somewhere, he do 5 things. It's like, can you roll these windows down or turn this air on? And you just sitting here. Then he try to take the club off his club. I be cracking up because he needs to oil it. He said, I did oil it. I said, well, it needs some more. He be in there, and it does it like a bunch of times. Anyway, when you think about your birth chart, for real, but when you think about your birth chart,
You about to have
just
some
time.
twins in your background. Just so you know.
It's super cool. So it's just like the whole thing, like with Terrence Howard and everything, how like mathematicians and scientists and all those people in those fields, how I'm not saying everything he said was right or wrong. I don't know those things to be able to even fact check or whatever, but a lot of things bear questioning, you know. And so it's just really good. And he was like, well, it's just so intricate, so you just have to watch it for yourself. It's really good. It's really very interesting. Yeah, I literally heard his name the other day. I saw his name on something, and I looked up a YouTube video, and it sounded, what he was saying, I was interested, and I was on it for a few minutes. Happy Sunday. And then I looked up, I was like, he was on something on YouTube. I don't know if he was going to give like a speech or a lecture or just whatever, I don't know, or a TED Talk type of thing. Which one are we going to? Oh. And so, my bad. But, I went to the YouTube video, and I'm like, let me go look at what, like, the docuseries that he's talking about, because I really want to know what he's saying. I don't want to just be lost the whole time. And when I watched this series, I'm like, I haven't gotten through it. I'm on episode 5. But I was like, I need to go tune in, because, I really want to understand, like, you know, and get it. And it's like, man, it's so good. So if somebody does happen to watch it from this, please let me know, because it's so good. And especially if you've watched Avatar, I saw elements. They said that this one, it might have been, I don't remember what continent or country this was, but there was one where like they have like a lot of that's a good, give me the charger. I just said when my phone was on, you took it. You ain't even, I just thought about that. No, you didn't.
Grabbed it.
I just thought about that. Like, no, my phone ain't about to die. And I saw it's green. What's your phone on?
Charged.
What are we doing? Swapping places? This is like Freaky Friday the movie. Because what the heck? Now all of a sudden,
This your phone connected? NDRE, gotta be.
But it's on, what's the name anyway? I'm on live, so you can't play nothing anyway, I don't think, from my phone. Unless you do,
I'm already Bluetooth. I just got it.
You said, me. 5 buttons and we in there.
Yep. When I come out, I'll be green.
But, he's happy green.
Yo, there you go.
But, hey, happy Friday. But I thought about a few different things.
Friday?
I mean, Lord, I've been saying every other day. I said happy Tuesday earlier. I couldn't think of the day, child. It don't feel like a Sunday to me. At all. But anyway, I thought about, the Little Mermaid. Oh, that's what I was saying. So this one, country, they are like, it's a lot of fishermen. They do a lot of fishing there. And I got my phone up. But they do a lot of fishing there, and in that culture they have the Eye of Horus on the thing, but they also talked about another one that has like I didn't even need my keys, but they have, it's like half man, half fish, and I don't know, because I'm so used to grabbing my, before I leave out.
I was about to say, grandma, let me.
Right. And look, she said when I talked about kayaking, she was like, well, I can have Ronald take me. He got his license. She gonna have a field day with this. But that should be, because my mom shouldn't have to take her. That's a lot. But watch, she gonna start doing it, because I'm telling y'all, I really don't want y'all to go kayaking without me, but it's gonna be so fun. I can't be selfish. I know, and because when we went last year, it was so much fun. Like, I'm really like, but it's too fun to just have y'all miss out, because I almost didn't want to tell y'all, because I'm like, I don't want them to go without me, but I'm like, it's too good to miss. I almost didn't, because I know y'all gonna have fun. Grandmommy did so good. My grandma is in her 80s, and she that Eye of Horus business, what does that mean? But yeah, they had it on their boats, and
I see it, but it ain't got no.
what are you looking for again?
It's right there, so.
Oh yeah, that bottle looks weird. But you know what's better? Coconut liquid aminos. It doesn't have the soy in it. It doesn't.
That's what I need, the soy.
I know, but it tastes the same. It tastes the same. It doesn't have soy. Soy throws off your hormones. That's not good.
Well, luckily I'm not whatever.
Men have hormones too.
I know I got those, but
Okay.
this is not about the
That does look like such a weird one though.
chestnut deal. Like, I never want to go to Flame and Walk and just
Hey,
sell me some packets.
No, not even sell me. My auntie just came in here and forgot the. I forgot the packet.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I would do. I would not buy that ugly bottle. I mean, we here. It's not that serious.
I'm not paying for this shit anyway.
we trying to break the system. Okay. But so anyway, that made me lose my train of thought. Darn, I really forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna remember. But yeah, the times are off. Oh, that made me think about they were saying like they built these structures and things. There's a poem I wrote that I had a snippet of, and in the part I'm trying to remember the words, but it said, speaking of pyramids, something, we dwindled in size, but our ancestors know would they be good, so they wrote something like that. They wrote hieroglyphs. Ew.
Or just keep it check.
First of all, I don't like goldfish either way, and I don't like hot sauce. So hot sauce goldfish. I had to be dramatic because I had to let you know how terrible. That sounds. Let me not make that noise. Relax. I said cups and plates. Here I'm forgetting the one thing I said to get. Cause Grandma's house without those, like.
Grandma gave me $3.75.
You talk about look. This the budget, okay? Pick up your feet. Never mind. You might. My foot gonna be on the floor if I pick my feet up. I'm out here fighting for my life, and you talk about stuff. Talking about not sliding. Wait, Ronald. It was just a video talking about how every time you go to a Family Dollar, it's always inventory in the house. Oh Lord.
Damn, what $1 was.